folks. Hope everybody's having a good week. Hope everybody who was cold is now warm, and I hope everybody who didn't have water is power and water is about to get it, or has it back or is about to get it. This is Dresden Files, Cortex Edition. Thank you for coming back and joining us. Uh, let's see, we've got let's just hop right into the story. Last week, we left when we left the I'll just go up into the order. So Kazir was doing a John McClane and going through the crawl space of the 19th century brewery with a chipmunk in her pocket. Hugo was still chained to was still chained up in a potions laboratory, waiting for the ingredients he requested to come back. And Scarlet was tracking down, I believe, some sounds that she had just heard by tapping into her strengths and jumping. I'm trying to think about 2 stories down onto a concrete floor without hurting herself.
That's
Just because she
about
can.
16 feet.
Yeah, just because she can. Now, Sydney,
Super
Sydney right
smart.
now is gasping for breath.
Made the best decisions ever in life.
Yep, he he accidentally climbed down into a tank that didn't have oxygen in it, had a bunch of heavy gases, but he figured it out fast enough to get himself out.
Yep.
So the party is split, and I believe Kassir had just realized that the bad guy has come back because she can see one of the lights has been
You mean
blocked
the
out.
SUV that pulled in up above me?
Yes. Yep. And
The one that's like 6 inches above me head, probably.
yes. Yep. So, all that said, we'll might as well we'll start with Kazir. You then hear you hear a whole bunch of sounds like sneakers on concrete. Sounds like it it kind of sounds like a basketball team is just getting out of the thing. You hear a whole bunch of footfalls fall on the thing, a lot more than before.
He puts a protective hand over her pocket where Seed Thief is.
Yep. And then and then they kind of just get quieter as they move away. And so what do you do at that point?
I'm gonna stay right where I am. Well, we're gonna move a little bit further on, not back the way we came, the way
Okay.
we were going, and hope I find another way out.
Okay.
We're down. I still assume they'd put him in the basement somewhere.
Yep. Yeah, you looked at one end. I mean, the basement where the brewery was, the active brewery, was actually in a basement area. So that looked like it'd been dug deeper than this area, whereas this is just literally a crawl space for piping. But the pipes have to go someplace.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're following the pipes going down.
Yep.
Okay. Scarlet,
Yes.
I don't think you heard the I don't think you heard that he got back, or did you? I can't remember. I should have checked.
I think the last thing she saw was Sydney choking and their car was pulling in.
Okay.
I'm fine now, by the way, just in case you were wondering. I'm all right.
She would definitely yell to Sydney, "Hey, there's a car coming. Get down here."
But while the car is pulling in, that uh,
Well,
Uh
they're not pulling in to where we are, right?
no, they're quite a bit away. They're back where you were. You were working your way. Actually, strangely enough, you were actually all at this point, all three of you are working your way in the same direction.
Okay.
It just takes having being on different floors for the party to all do it.
so I'll actually travel like a party is supposed to.
Yes.
So we have to split up to be together.
Right. Right.
Got it.
Sounds
Okay.
legit.
So she'll yell at him really impatient. Do you need me to just come up there and carry you down?
No, no, no. I'm all right.
Well, hurry your ass. They're coming.
I'm
What
coming.
kind of
My
police
God.
officer are you? God. Let's
Not a good
go.
one, apparently. Why else would I have been demoted to a parole officer?
um,
Okay. You give me both of you um give me a well, I'm going to need a notice roll from you guys. Um I'm also going to oh boy.
that doesn't sound good.
No, I just saw all I saw was on the thing that I've come up with a name for the group. Uh um
I still think Team Scarlet is it for the win.
Right.
okay, so what complications is Sydney under right now?
Oh, I'm good. No worries.
None. Okay.
Well, there's the D6 limited magic, which Sydney doesn't really have to worry too much about.
Yep.
And then there's the D6 no patience, and the one he always has
Okay.
of the D6 straight shooter.
Yeah, that's just goes into play when you're trying to lie.
Exactly.
Christina, what complications is Scarlet under right now?
She's a D8 hungry.
Oh,
The
this
eight
is
hungry. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna need a notice roll from Sydney. I'll get
all
it
right.
from Kassir separately because I got to roll. I got to factor in different ones. So that's nice. I like that. You've got to beat an 8.
Oh, okay. That based on how I normally roll, that might actually be difficult. Uh,
I
let me see.
have a good feeling for this
Do
week.
it. All right.
Mhm.
Oh,
There you go.
Nice.
all right.
There you go.
If only I could stay rolling like that. That'd be
Hey, all right. You hear the same thing that Kazir did. The lots of footfalls and people scattering,
oh, like
and
6 or 8 maybe people.
probably more than that.
Awesome. I
Yep,
like those odds.
yep. In probably yep. Now let me do the same thing for. Hang on 1 second. Let me fix that. Let me fix that again. Oh, okay, that one was fixed. Oh crap. Okay. Well, my first one of the night, folks. So it is an 8 that you have to beat, and people and somebody
This
can.
is for me.
That's for because Scarlet, yes.
Yeah. So I can roll mental, notice, and vampire, right?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
And you can spend a plot point to bite on some complications. Okay, that was weird.
I know, like, I don't know who's blue.
I'm blue. Well, I do see you rolled a 6, a 7, and a 5.
Oh, okay. I don't see that. I'll
Yep.
trust you.
Yep. So 6, a 7, and a 5. So you got a 13, which beats my 8 by 5. So you get a D8 hero die. So Scarlet, you also hear the footfalls of a lot of other people, and you also they don't smell. Soap is not their friend. Whoever just got here.
Great. Has Sydney come down?
So was
Up to
I
Sydney.
near a ladder or a stairwell to actually come down, or would I have to just climb down very
Well, that was
unceremoniously?
yeah, that was actually the problem. That was why you went down the ladder.
Right.
You were trying to find a
Exactly.
close ladder.
Yeah.
There isn't one right away. You could
Yeah.
go ahead and you're welcome to it's just a catwalk. You just
Right. I you know what? I have a decent amount of athleticism. I'm and losing patience already. So I think I'm going to like climb over the rail and lower myself down as intelligently as I can while doing something stupid. I guess,
okay. Go ahead and
if that makes any sense, which probably doesn't.
Scarlet sees this, rolls her eyes, and takes off her backpack and goes underneath like this.
Because he's probably like gingerly climbing over and like doing a reverse pull up, if you will, trying to lower himself down.
Okay, you got to beat a 10.
Or what role am I doing?
This would be athletic. It did basically, yeah, it's just athleticism. So it would be move. Yeah, it would be physical and move.
Awesome. Yes.
Okay.
I love
Scarlet.
how the D8 is the one that ends up being a 1.
Yeah. Scarlet.
Super easy.
You give me a
I
you know
wasn't the
what?
best climber
Yeah.
or
Give
runner in
yeah.
training or swimmer or
Give me a
It's a wonder
physical.
how he made
Yeah.
it through training.
Yeah. Give me a
barely.
physical and
That's how.
move. Physical and move to
And
see if you
it's
can catch him.
Yeah.
Yep, if you're gonna tap into it, sure.
I think
Okay.
Sydney was one of those who technically got the job. That's about as
Yeah.
much as it
Yeah.
He aced the test. That's how he
Yeah.
passed.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's
It made up for his
I
physical lack.
might even give him a little too much credit.
Okay. You do catch him as he falls. Sydney, you do have a D6, another D6 complication for bruised.
Bruised.
Oh, it's not embarrassment.
Yeah, D6 complication of no pride left. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
ask him. Now that we have you down, did
Um,
you hear all those footsteps?
I did. Yeah, I'm gonna stand on my feet now.
Oh, I'll put you down. Sorry.
Thank you.
You're being
I heard you coughing. I have some water in my backpack. Do you want it?
I thought there was some sort of magical secret door somewhere. It was a dumb idea. Never mind. We'll just move
Okay.
past it.
Okay. So why don't we head towards that way? But look, I'm going to need you to pull your own weight. Okay.
I can do that. I can pull my own weight. It's just gravity might be the problem.
Well,
If,
that's a problem when we're trying to get away from people. So if you need
I
to
know.
hop
I
on
know.
my back, let me know.
Yeah, all right.
Or I could cradle carry you. Look, just to get the job
I've
done.
done enough running in my time in training, so I think I know how to put one foot in front of the other.
Okay.
Hopefully.
You getting irritated, Sydney?
No, I'm good. Good.
Okay,
Thanks.
let's go.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're moving. You're going. You're going. You're going in the same direction you were now.
Towards the noise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, towards the. You're
The
going.
feet.
You're going back to the feet because that's actually back the other way. Because you were going. Because what happened? I remember now. What changed it? You were going, and then you heard that the water shut off.
Right.
The water that was wrapping around the building that shut off. And now, and you were going to keep going in that direction.
Yes.
So you keep going, turning around to go back to see what all the feet are about.
Scarlett would want to keep going for Hugo. I don't know what Sydney wants to do. She's not really going to ask Sydney. She's just going to start heading that
Yep.
direction.
I'm just gonna follow Scarlett.
Okay.
Her vampire senses are probably better than mine right now, anyways.
Okay. Okay. All right. You guys are making your way down. Okay. Are you walking or are you both running?
I figure we're moving kind of quick, but we're trying to be stealthy a little bit too.
Yeah.
So
Scarlett is slowing her pace for
Yeah.
Sydney.
Okay.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I got to do that a different way because there's complications involved. So
Not
we
like I'm
will.
an Olympic runner or anything. I can't
Yeah.
keep up with a vampire.
Right. So we will.
Or apparently a small child.
Okay. Sydney, go ahead and roll physical and move.
Awesome. I'm so good at this role. Yes. Another one.
Okay.
I'm gonna break something at this role.
Yeah, at some point you're trying to move, and you just trip, smack, face plant. And your bruised gets bumped up to a D8.
I'm just gonna be on the ground and just wave my hand like this to Scarlett to just
Yeah.
keep moving. Just keep moving. I'll catch
So, so does Scarlett keep going or does she wait for him?
Scarlett turns, looks at him, and is like, "Are you serious?" And he'll say, "Go." I was already going. And she'll grab like a bandage or ice pack thing from her doctor backpack and throw it at him.
Ah!
And she's not as a missile.
The way my
And
leg's
she's
going,
gonna
everything's
head.
gonna be a missile.
She's gonna
Okay.
keep
Same with
going.
me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Give me Scarlett, go ahead and give me a notice roll. But this won't take into, you won't be able to use the vampire for it. Let me
So just mental and no.
Yep, just mental and notice. Yep. And you got to beat and I seem to be rolling ones for Scarlett tonight.
Gosh, that's so awful.
So you got to beat a 9.
At least one of the two of us is doing something.
Okay.
Would that be another polka die?
You get another D8 polka die. And you also get a glimpse of 2 ragmen. There are two people dressed in rags that are descending on Sydney.
Oh, great.
Like Christmas.
She's going to flip into more of a fight mode to save
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Do I see these people approaching, or am I just?
No, you
I
weren't.
see
You weren't
a-
looking. She literally got a glimpse of them. I mean, she literally turned around, threw it at you, and that's when she got the glimpse of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would just jump in the air at them.
Okay. You're gonna try and hit. You gonna try and take out two of them at a time, or just take out one of them?
I think could could she grab Sydney, toss him aside, and then deal with that?
Yep. Yes, you could run up and send him skidding backwards across the floor. Sure.
Yeah, that's what I think she'll do. She'll want to save him. The doctor in her will want to get him out of danger first, and then the vampire part wants to eat the two ragmen.
Sounds about right.
I think
Okay.
they smell very good.
I'm just happy her teeth are pointed away from me
That's
in this scenario.
You keep falling, and you're gonna
Right.
lose a wrist.
yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it'll improve me having some vampire or something.
um. Okay. Uh.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna say that you can just do it because you're in that scent spot.
Okay.
But go ahead and you know what? Go ahead and roll your fight roll to send Sydney flying.
Okay. And the
Uh,
whole time, because she doesn't get breathless, she's just gonna be like, "God damn it, Cindy! I thought I could count on you, and things get rough, and
No,
you
totally.
just not."
Totally. Count on me.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Okay, so you want me to do fight?
fight, physical, and your vampire because you are
and
tapping in.
This will be fun.
I picture myself flying out the window of the brewery at this point.
We're just gonna cut shot to the outside, shattering of glass.
Oh no, there's a one in there.
Yeah.
Don't want that.
Well, now that's more. That's more. You get a plot point. Scarlet. Scarlet gets a plot point, but her vampiric hunger stages up to a D10.
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
So
Sid.
so you send him flying, and let's see what the difficulty is. Oh, okay. Well, on the one side, if you spend a plot point, you can stage down one of your complications, Sydney.
Ooh.
On the flip side is you've got to roll a 12.
Did you use your auto success we got last week?
I don't. Did I get one?
We all got one.
We all got
Yeah,
one.
everybody
That's right.
got one last week.
Yep.
That's right. I haven't
Jericho,
yet.
dub-dubs.
What is this roll for?
This roll would be
The land?
really physical and
Landing?
move. Yeah, landing
Right.
properly.
One
Which
that
would
I'm
be
super good at, and
Right.
would have to roll
How
Yeah, I think-
as
cat-like
good as
are you?
possible to get a
Yeah.
12. Yeah. Screw it.
Yeah.
I'll use the auto success to finally do something right.
Okay. You do manage to somehow you do manage to, flip yourself around
Mhm.
so that you are going good. Okay, so Scarlet.
And I think the one doesn't give me a plot point. It just means I can stage down if I want to spend one.
Yes, right.
So I think I'm just going to hold on to the plot points I currently have and keep
Okay.
the complications.
Yep. Okay, so let's just see. You've got so
Scarlet-
Scarlet.
Scarlet, since she's so close to him and tosses him,
Yep.
she will find herself drooling, like going, having a pause before she can focus on the other people.
Yep. Okay. Well, the let's just see the difficulty for taking out. If you were you going to try and take out two or just one at a time?
Two.
Two. Okay, so the
Two.
difficulty taking out two is going to be 12, and the D10 I rolled gave you a 1, so you can buy down your hunger if you'd like. So it's right now it's a D10. You could buy it down to a D8.
Yeah, let's do
I
that.
believe you were just
So we-
gifted a plot point.
Who was?
You, Christina.
You were Scarlet.
Yeah.
Nice. Someone understanding Scarlet. All right. I'm going. You want me to write or roll physical?
Physical and fight. And vampire because you're tapping into it.
Yes, I am. And I'm actually going to stage it up. And I use a plot point, right?
Yep.
Since I have 6 of them now. Let's see.
God.
Are you serious?
Sitting here with 2.
So I said you had to beat a 12, and you've got right now an 8.
And I have a hero die.
Yep, you got a couple. You got 2 D8 polka dice.
Yeah. So I'm going to use one.
Okay.
And another plot point.
Yep, you'd need. Yep. So you'll need to get a 5 or better.
Okay. Come on, Scarlet.
I just want to see Scarlet fail something.
Oh, there she
There.
goes.
There's the 5.
I never get my wish.
Maybe
Um,
you're not targeting well enough. Like you're overshooting and it's going to me. Like all of it.
Okay. All right. So you send. They pretty much crumple. They're in
Nice.
pretty rough. They're in pretty rough. They're in pretty rough shape. When they do it, but this one. But the other one, and then you got a D8. Does. Ooh, okay. The last one does manage to hit you, or does manage to is throwing a punch, so you can roll fight plus physical against it. You can't add vampire to this one. 'Cause it's just straight.
Physical. Oh, okay. Oh, this is good. Ooh,
Okay.
she's a vampire.
Okay. So what has happened is you easily dodge the guy. However, his neck is left exposed to you.
And he's bleeding, I suppose.
It's you can smell blood on him. It's just part of the just part of stuff that happens. But yeah, but you've got a clear shot at his neck.
She is going to lick it.
Okay.
Sydney looks very concerned.
Okay. All right, you know what?
Like you just lick the skin on his neck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
This is turning into a different kind of themed show now.
No, it's not. I'm going to be careful about this, but it is. It was something I've had the chance to think about. The you hear a moan of contentment, and you have subdued him.
Mhm.
I'm going to need I'm gonna need, and this is probably why it's a good thing that you did stage down that complication. I'm gonna need a mental and focus roll.
Oh shit. Okay. Do you know why I licked him? It's not to change the rating of the.
Yeah. No, you know, you haven't changed the rating. And
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, you want me to roll
mental plus focus.
Oh, it's only a 7.
Not everybody put D12 in mental.
I have 2
Only
D8.
10. It's only a D10.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And with the way
Okay.
Scarlet rolled.
Yep. Okay. So, all right. So you get in the end, you fight off the urge to bite,
Mhm.
and you get a D8 polka die out of the deal.
And he's intoxicated, right? Because of my saliva.
Yeah. Yes. He. Yep.
Okay. She would definitely turn to Sydney to make sure he's okay.
Yep. Now, Sydney, what did you do? Did you turn around to be ready to help her, or did you keep going?
After being tossed aside like a 2-year-old,
Yeet.
I would try my best to keep my footing, and then try to help her deal with these 2 guys.
Okay.
And
So
upon
you're
heading towards seeing how well she's already doing with it,
um
yeah.
yeah, basically you being a cop, you've seen this enough. You see her render the guy into basically a narcotic bliss. She licks his neck, pauses, and then the guy's clearly in a narcotic bliss.
And that's one of the guys.
One of the guys, the other two are just unconscious. The other two are just, she just knocked them
Unconscious.
silly.
Okay, gotcha.
And Scarlet
Is
looks
there
proud of
a
herself.
is there a pipe or anything nearby that guy that I could possibly cuff him to, or zip tie him to rather? Because
Yeah, oh, in this place? Sure.
yeah.
It's
I'm gonna go up and kind of like separate the two. Be like, whoa, all right, hold on, and I'll just zip tie the guy to a pipe. Be like, okay, I think this is
PG
okay.
rating.
All right,
PG rating.
we'll just separate you two.
Yep.
All right.
It's a good thing you brought those cuffs. I wouldn't have wanted them to get away while they're unconscious.
Well, that one's not entirely unconscious yet.
He will be for a while. Remember Casair? How she
Yeah.
acted?
Yeah, I know. But
Well,
yeah, that's weird. Can we
are you
can we
okay?
keep going? I'm fine. I'm fine. Stop asking. Let's just go.
Okay, let's go.
um,
Ah,
okay, you guys keep going. Kazir, you are going through the thing, and you kind of see a light up ahead. Give me
I'm getting close.
give me a notice roll.
Oh, I can do that.
Actually, what complications do you have again?
Oh no, wait, my mental is a D12. Overconfident at a D10.
Got it. Okay, so D10, and then
Yeah.
so hey, you just got to beat a 19.
Why do you hate me, Tom?
Because I spent hours designing that particular warden to be a man who is respected instantly.
Yeah.
yeah, like one would expect from like a peacock or something.
Right.
And I made Casair. So who doesn't respect any form of authority? Okay, sorry.
That word
He
is
said mental and notice.
Yes,
Okay.
mental and notice.
All right.
Which I think you can
19.
technically possibly beat a 19.
I could, yeah. It's not very likely, but I could.
Or you could roll 2 ones. Ah, darn. Oh, so close.
17. I'm gonna use my polka die. I actually only have one, but I feel like I really want to notice this.
Okay.
So
I
I'm
am-
gonna
I am
use my polka die. I
completely-
swear to God.
I am completely fine with you using up as many of your extra dice as you want.
There.
Okay.
And I get
crap.
it back.
Yes, you do.
I did
because
not mean to hit roll again. I meant to hit my edit button.
I'm not sure you actually rolled something. I think it did. I think it. There's something that'll cause it to pop it up again. Oh no, you did roll it again. Okay.
No,
well,
I
anyways,
accidentally hit the roll button instead
Yeah.
of the edit button.
so you rolled a D8 you rolled 8 on a D8 twice. Good. Use up all that luck.
Wow.
Okay. So you get back a D10 polka die. And
You spent the D8 to get a D10.
yeah. So and a plot point. So that.
Well, yeah. That
so-
hurts. I've only got one left.
So at this point, what does she hear, Hugo?
Sorry, what does she hear?
Yes. What does she hear? What is Hugo talking about at this moment? Or
Which
grumbling
curses
about
am
her
I learning?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't think
Fucking
you could teach me any more new ones.
I'm sure I can find new ways to string together the words you already know, and that's probably what's going on here. Fucking place.
That'd be a feat.
This damn. Hey, I gotta be able to challenge you somehow. But just like swearing up and down about this place, the fact that the magic's dampened, the guy's crazy, this purple crap is nasty. I don't even know if this is gonna work even after I'm fully unlocked here with my potential. And man, I hope I can make that hot oil hot enough.
Okay. So you hear Hugo talking, grumbling, swearing to himself.
Hugo! I can't whisper in an Irish accent.
I'll start trying to look around to see where that might be coming from.
Alone in there, right?
Coming from it's coming from past the tanks that you can't reach.
Do I recognize it as Kasser's voice?
Um give me a mental and a notice roll.
Oh, I swear to Jesus.
I will do so after you set my difficulty.
What complications do you got right now?
All of them, last I knew.
I know. I was like, every possible one you can have in a basement with that.
Right.
Still got the Made Chauncey Bad at D10,
Yep.
Injury D6, Untrustworthy D8.
Okay, so
okay.
untrustworthy doesn't really only deals when you're dealing with the guy. Injured does affect it, so okay. Where was that? That is right there. And okay. So it's a notice plus mental for a D12.
No. No.
Crap, it's another trick.
Yeah, it's a trick. It's a trick. They don't know where I'm at.
Yep.
Nobody's
They
been
are-
able to find me. I haven't been
Yep.
able to summon them.
Hugo, I swear to Jesus, if you don't. Look, I've got to be quiet, because there's people. Well, I can't hear them anymore, but I brought Seed Thief.
Okay, give me another mental plus notice roll, and wow. You have to beat a 6
Much
this
better
time.
roll that time, Tom.
and you can either you can
I don't have the plot points to spare for that. If anybody else has stuff they wish to buy off, if
Quick,
Tom
somebody buy a
allows it.
plot point.
You got it.
You got a copper gift. Yeah. Hugo.
okay, that'll let you stage something up.
All right, I got a stage up. That's fine. And let's use it to stage up the notice skill from a D6 to a D8.
and plus, like I said, it's a 6.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I'm going to get a hero die in return.
Yep. So you get a D6 hero die, and there's only one person you know who can. You're pretty sure this guy isn't
Doesn't-
qualified enough to come up with those swear words in an Irish accent.
He's not that good.
Yeah. Oh yes, you got a
I'm one
focus.
of a kind.
So you can actually keep going. You just started hearing something. It's farther down. You see some light.
I'm sorry, who was that to?
It's
I'll
here.
try to make it around to you.
If you can, I don't know what the layout is here. Kind of chained to a pillar.
I mean, there is something where I mean,
There
it's
is
not,
that a thought,
Oh God.
but I don't think it's a good thought right now.
Oh, this is
We'll
even
hold
better.
it for later.
it's
No,
it's a
no.
game. It's a game. I mean, if everybody. There are no plans in role playing games. There are no good plans in role playing games. There are just plans. Calling them good plans is usually quite a stretch out there.
Well, I wouldn't call it a thought. I wouldn't call it a plan. That's going a little far. It's a thought. That thought is druid plus reclaiming the earth plus I have powers.
Oh God. No, we're going back to the bad idea. Bad idea.
Sounds like an
I told
excellent idea.
you.
It sounds like an excellent idea to me.
I told you. We'll hold off on that for now.
Okay. right,
And
so
keep moving towards the light.
Yep. Yeah, you can eventually. There is a way through. You're gonna have to do a physical roll to see how you negotiate
Oh,
it
of
and
course
such.
I am. Buddy in the audience want to buy me a successful hit?
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's see. To do it unscathed, you've got an overconfidence thing.
I do.
So I'm
That's
gonna
standard.
give.
Yeah, but right now it's a mechanical thing too.
So, oh, well, crap. Okay. So you can spend a plot point to stage down your overconfident. But
I only have one.
then, well, can go ahead. It's what the role is a move and physical.
Of course it is.
It looks like in the chat that Rachel said she would give you a plot point. I think that's what it said.
Yep.
Yep. Polka die.
I would love you forever.
She said I will. But yeah. That's as far as I'm able to see on the chat.
Okay,
right now.
I gotta figure out my dice. Oh no, my child of the Isles is fight, not move. Of course it is. Okay.
You have a
Well,
D4
I'll roll
on your-
first, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
It's too bad because
I have a D4 and move.
you know one of those buttons that like rings Scarlet when she's in trouble.
Oh,
Right.
so close.
Wait,
You've got.
God, why am I
Yeah.
always off by 1 or 2?
She gave you a silver gift.
Which is a polka die. What did we decide those were?
A hero.
They're
D8?
polka- Yeah, D8 is the standard for that.
Okay. Okay, I will immediately use that with my last plot point because I'm not failing this roll. I don't like being out of plot points, guys. This is the first for me. I don't like this.
There's a reason why
I don't like
sitting
this
down
at
is
all.
fun.
Ooh.
Ooh, and it's
We just needed higher than a 1.
Yep, you need it higher than a 1, but it's just shy of getting you to the extraordinary success. So
Yeah.
But it's not that good. Right.
I made it, so you can fight me, arse.
Okay, you
What you
see,
can do.
Hugo. You look over and you see Kasser trying to go hand over hand on an um old metal pipe, and you know she she manages to pull herself out, and then when her legs swing free, um and but then she loses one hand and she's kind of hanging there on one hand, but then she manages this this effort that reminds you that Poke will never die, um and managed to get her other hand on it and makes her way to the top of one of the wooden storage barrels that are here.
Don't fall in the barrels. I'm pretty sure they're not good enchantments on there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about making alcohol. You think I don't know something about that? Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
here. Now we got to get you out.
Yes, yes. I'm sure your family whiskey history will be interesting to hear later.
Well, actually, I've been doing some research into that.
Later,
And,
please.
later.
I'm chained to
Right.
the post.
Yeah, right. Right.
And whoever my captor is, Roger, not ours.
I'm pretty sure he's back. Or someone's back at least. So
He'll
we
be
got to
here.
hurry.
Yeah, so then he'll be here soon.
So Caceres. Oh god, and I'm out of plot points. This is gonna go terribly. Caceres gonna try her druidy thing. She's still kind of learning.
Okay.
And basically the goal is okay, you know that thought that I mentioned earlier?
mhm.
We're gonna tap into that. But in a more focused. We're not bringing down the building, we're just trying to break his chains. Because
You have-
I'm certainly not strong enough for that.
You have Seed Thief still, right?
Yeah. He's a chipmunk, what's he gonna do? He's still hiding in me pocket.
So he does jump out and zips all around Hugo, except for the spot where you've got the manacle on. He stays away
Yep.
from the steel.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
Traitor.
And he zips all around him, checking him all over. And he seems to be annoyed. He's standing there looking at you. He ends up does the zip around Kassir, and ends up right here, with his head poking out under her hair, scowling at you. You don't have
Guess there gets his little smirk.
you don't have sunflower seeds for him to steal.
I'm chained up, little man. I will buy you as many sunflower seeds as you want to steal as soon as we get out of this.
We'll also have to talk custody once we get out of here.
I just look at you like you just absolutely gobsmacked, like, what the hell are you talking
You
about?
want weekends and holidays? You want weekends and holidays or the weekdays? You pet Seed Thief again.
Okay. At this point, Christine, give me a notice roll. Let me set the difficulty.
You missed an
Hugo-
A there, Tom.
Christina, sorry.
That's okay.
Hugo's short circuiting it, by the way, just a little bit.
Yep.
You want just a notice? Mental notice?
Mental and notice. Mental and notice.
No
Uh,
vampire.
No vampire. This is just hearing.
Is that a 10 that you got?
Yes, I got a 15.
I see that.
I mean,
So
Sydney
spend
can
some
roll
of
the
your
same
plot
thing.
points,
Okay.
Christine.
I
alright.
got pretty close, and I have another hero die.
Yep, you do.
Notice. Anything else?
Notice and
play
mental. Yeah.
into that with law
I will
enforcement?
use.
Help me out.
Yeah, actually, because you're up against a door listening through it.
I'm
Cool.
rolling one polka die.
Okay. And that ties you. Okay.
Okay.
Sydney's rolling. And Sydney beats me.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't beat you.
No?
You're right. You
Oh.
get 10. I did it wrong. I was looking at the math. It's wrong. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Um,
Because I still only get 2 dice.
Yeah, but you know what? Scarlet would notice it when
Yeah.
Kassir was arguing with somebody, even
Right.
through a locked steel door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could hear Kassir arguing about custody through the
I
door.
hear something.
Sydney, can you hear this?
I hear something. I can't make it out though.
I feel like whoever
There's a
has
disturbance in the
Hugo
forest.
has hired Kasser to just torture him. Listen to her. I think this is part of
feel
it.
like that's not very logical. We came here with Kasser. Is it possible Kasser just found Hugo before we did?
No, I think she's a double agent. Always have.
That I don't know how to respond to that. I don't. I just.
Well,
Can we just
I'm
get this
going
door
in.
open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it locked, Tom?
Let's see something here.
That's never good.
Yes, it's locked.
Oh, nothing great.
Would operate be the skill to try to pick a lock?
Yeah, I think it would be for you.
All right. Let me see if I can do it here. Would that be what, mental? Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. Actually, I never rolled for the difficulty.
Oh,
did
the
I?
actual difficulty of the lock. You just
That's
rolled to
okay.
see if there was one.
You just
Yeah.
rolled 2 ones. That's it.
Really? Really?
No,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
you did.
You
Oh,
won.
gotcha.
You did. It's not that difficult to lock. It's just an industrial thing to keep
Right.
somebody from just stumbling in. But yeah, so you pop the door open.
So I'll pull out like a couple little very amateur level picks and just
Yep.
get the lock.
Okay. So you two
See,
dramatically
sometimes
open the
finesse
door,
works, Scarlet.
and to see Scarlet and Hugo staring at each other.
Is there?
Kassir.
It's there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Start staring at each other. And I think that's an excellent time to take a break because we're hitting about the halfway mark. We'll be back in 10 minutes, folks. Assuming I gave Thomas enough warning. Hey, thank you for sticking with us through the shutdown. We had to adjust the frame rate. I'm guessing there were some internet issues in Chicago that were screwing it up, but dropping the frame rate seems to have done it, as we're able to run the commercials all the same. So, one thing of note, like I said, like it was talked about in there is the the Kickstarter for Collinsworth Clockwork Circus. I do recommend taking a look at that. Look at the Kickstarter. The art on the comic is good. Actually, it's great.
Gorgeous. Let's call it what it is. It's
yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah, and it'll look even better if we can get it up to color. And realistically, to do that, we need to get to the first stretch goal within the next few days, so we can make a push
Please.
for the last $5,000 in the last 5 days of the Kickstarter. The other thing it does is it gives some great additional materials. It puts out there a city, a steampunk city based on that is from the comic book that can be used with D&D 5e2 for role playing, and that type of source book is invaluable. You can take and create a whole campaign with it, just as easy. So you're stuck. You don't want to run the thing where the barbarian crashes through the door, kills the Lich King. You want to run something with a little steampunk, a little bit different. Um, and here you go. You're handed an entire setting that you can start out from, and then take your creativity, go from there. So, and I'm out of focus. Of course, I'm out of focus. All right, folks, things are going to blip for a second.
All right.
And I should be back in focus now. I would argue that I was perfectly in focus. I was talking about the Kickstarter and doing it very well.
Yeah, we just all had a little too much to drink. It's okay.
Yeah, that's it. Everybody was. Hmm. So, that said, when we last left you, about 10, 15 minutes ago, Kasir had just narrowly swung her way back down near Hugo and was planning a tapping into her
Broach
druid.
the subject.
Approaching the subject of who gets to have Sea Thief when.
Yes.
Because now's the absolute perfect
Custody.
time for this shit.
I was just mentioning it. I said we've got to talk about it later. Just want to make sure you're prepared for the conversation. Now hold still while I break this damn thing.
And she was talking about tapping into her druid powers to break the damn chain. And
Yeah.
at that moment, she's about to do it. Bursts in stage right is Scarlet and Sydney.
Scarlet, do you just
Hugo!
like run right in, or the moment
Yep.
the door's unlocked?
Well, you're picking it, so I would
Right.
let you go first.
Okay.
Hugo's actually just making sure.
So
And-
Hugo would get to see Sydney walk in first, like putting some picks away, and he has a super soaker strapped to his back.
That's right.
A couple bruises on his face already. He's having a great time.
Scarlet will push him aside and go down the stairs because he's taking too long. And
All right,
Hugo, I'm
go.
so glad. I'm glad we found you.
Yeah, can we get out of here now?
I'm chained to a post, and no.
Ugh.
Give me half a second. Calm your shite.
What is
And
she
I-
talking about?
I just got to
She's going
focus.
she's gonna go all nature on us.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go sit in the corner and drink. Let me know when you need me.
I'm gonna look around the room to see if there's any tools anywhere. That would help.
Oh, there's none within reach of me. And I show
Well,
the
I
bag
figured
my
that,
range.
yeah.
There definitely are none within reach of him, but go ahead
Want to do my
and
druid shit.
go ahead and roll 2d12.
You want me to roll 2d12?
Yep.
All right. So I saw your roll and I don't feel good about it.
It's average ish.
For normal people.
See, you beat it.
Oh, hey, awesome.
Okay. There are some like out of it was reach of him, but there are some like, pipes and stuff like that that could be used to pry the ring away
All right.
and bend it. I mean, you're not sure how well it would work. Kind of
Mhm.
depends on what Kazir's doing.
Right.
So,
Alright.
and that's a perfect segue into what is Kazir
Steer to.
visualizing
Yeah.
to use her druid powers to break the chain. Now, just to put it into perspective, it is a heavy older chain uh, that is welded in both on both ends. There is a ring about that big that it is connected to, and that ring is around a support post. So
And this post is wood.
this post is steel, or
Fuckers.
because the catwalk down there was steel.
Yeah, and there's no lock or anything. It's straight up welded around his ankle or whatever, right?
It's a straight up welded, and you know what? But you can, but if you're looking at it, Sydney can roll a mental plus fix.
Okay. Roll 20. Roll 20. There we go.
Hang on, let me look. Let me set the difficulty. Oh, wow. Okay, good. Sydney can spend a plot point to buy off a complication.
Which is, what am I? Oh, okay. All right. Uh,
And to Rachel, there is no actual
I'm
lock
alright.
on it.
Oh, come on. I had to beat an 8 with 2d8. I can't even do that.
In fact, you rolled half of it.
Right?
Yep.
Apparently
Um,
my
Never
metallurgy knowledge
underestimate
is
your
Uh,
ability to roll under.
right. Especially mine.
Okay, so what is Kazir doing?
Rethinking her plan. So the floor, wood floors.
No. Old style concrete.
I'm gonna grab one of the pipes and hope
Okay.
to pry this thing.
She's gonna sit there cross-legged, like right by the where the chain is hooked.
Okay.
Scarlett's just trying to focus on calming down.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a mental plus a focus roll. I will give you that because Kazir is focusing on everybody's at this point seems to be ignoring you. So you actually have a chance to do a meditation. Let me set the difficulty.
Calm her shit down.
Oh, okay. Yep. I will let you know, but yes, you are able to calm everything down. You will be able to stage down
Nice. So
that
I'm now a D4.
you down.
Six.
No, you were down to a D6. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if this is even possible in the bounds of this universe. I'm not sure if Gasser would know either.
Okay.
So she's probably pulling this from some it's got to be a fantasy thing somewhere.
Mhm.
But it's metal. Metal rusts when exposed to oxygen. And rapidly I don't know.
Okay.
It's not my night. But that's the kind of theme we're going for.
So you're
Because it seems to
going.
be there's just a bit too much concrete and whatnot to just kind of like rip it apart
Mm-hmm.
with the whole viney things.
So you're trying to tap into the natural process of rust and decay.
Would water help that?
Oh,
But water
It
will
might.
ground any
Because I have
magic.
a backpack full
It's
of it.
running water.
technically.
It's running water that's the problem, though, not standing water.
Hmm.
I
If
mean,
I
standing,
remember my lessons right.
standing water will ground it out just as harsh. Well, will ground it out, but not as effectively as running water.
yeah. Um. Okay. Uh.
Maybe just a bit.
Yeah. You
Just
know
a bit of
what?
water.
Yep. All right. So you wet it down. All right. Yeah. You've
You want me to shoot it with a super soaker?
actually. Yeah, that worked. She
If
starts
you
asking
really want to use the super soaker, yes.
You start asking about water, and you
I'll just step
Yes.
up with the super soaker, pumping
Yeah,
the.
spray it
gun.
out. Yep. Okay.
Like I got this.
Okay. So, Kassir, you do
Yeah.
have
Yes.
you do get some ideas that just kind of pop into your head
Oh,
from
yeah.
about how to take what you can do and tap it into decay and breaking
Well,
things
death is
down.
natural, right? It's a
It's
natural
natural.
process.
Yeah. Yep. And it's just
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
thought guiding you into it. So yes, you
Yay.
can.
Totally innocuous.
Right. You can go ahead and yeah, you can use your druid power, and you also get an additional D8 from that little voice.
Oh, good God. So it would be mental focus
Yep.
plus the druid distinction
Yep.
plus that extra D8.
Yes. Let me set the difficulty.
Please.
Because it's not going to be the easiest thing in the world because it is there, and you are overconfident.
I'm out of plot points too.
Oh, hang on. Actually, I just don't.
Yeah.
Actually,
And Kasser has a gold gift now.
yep. So Kazir just got an extra plot
Which one's
point.
Yeah.
that? Very well. It's not.
So I rolled 15.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about not rolling so well?
About as
Well,
often
no,
as
I
I
don't-
I'm rolling to
about
I don't have to
rolling well.
think about it. Ooh, okay. I know
What
where.
am I there?
12, 19.
Nice.
19.
But I got a
Okay.
1, so what's that
Yep.
do?
What does that do? Okay, so what happens is you're
Uh-oh.
sitting there, you've got the wet thing, you've got it in your hand. You guys can see it just um it's like she's like making the organisms in there just work on it. Break it down. You could just it's wild. It's like a time lapse photography of something there. And she gets to the point where she just about is about to bend and snap it. And then Cassera's pants explode.
Had to go for the
And
pants.
what you see
Somebody had to lose them.
is there's this just it was like I thought she was giving me the hand.
No, I went out of focus.
Yeah. Now, okay. Now, no, her pants do not explode in terms of that probably a better way to have worded that. Her pants she
Digestive
doesn't
issues.
she doesn't have a pants, malfunction. What does happen though is that seed thief explodes out of her pants.
Oh,
like, don't kill
Or
Seed Thief.
like he gets bigger.
I was gonna say, don't you dare take my seed thief from me.
All right,
And
let's
you-
hear it, woman.
you see, and it's literally like it's this, chipmunk that there's this following of sparks. Some black, some are like pixie like, and then some are black, like death black. But he just explodes straight up and out and just starts bouncing around like somebody gave him way too somebody started force fed him espresso and just bouncing around until he finally lands in uh lands on Hugo's shoulder and he's just twitching. Scary lady, scary lady, don't go near the scary lady, scary lady.
Were we not supposed to get him wet after midnight? What's going on?
Now, because though at that point, that shock, you snapped the end of it that was around the post. So now, as long as you carry the chain with you, you can move freely. Hugo.
Fucking finally, Jesus.
So you are not bound anymore. But see if he's scary lady, scary lady,
Yeah,
scary
yeah.
lady, scary. She's scary. Scary, don't scary lady. No.
Don't worry, buddy.
Sorry,
Don't
Seed
think of
Thief.
me.
don't worry, buddy. Tell you what, go back to your home. I'll bring you seeds later. Thank you for your help.
Get out. Just please, just no. And he just burrows under your shirt.
Okay.
Not the
Scarlet is
most-
no longer meditating.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you were able to, while she was getting all that set up, you were able to do that to get your one to stage it down once. But yeah, the explosion has just,
She's
Oh.
just sitting back smiling.
um,
I think I might cry.
yeah, Kasir.
I didn't want to
You-
scare seed thief.
Well, there's like two things. There's like, the angel on one shoulder is saying you're sad for scaring Sifi, but then you've got the other voice talking about that, that gnarling the stupid fairy. And that voice does quiet pretty quickly as
You talked bad about my seed thief.
but yeah. She's not saying it out loud, but
Right.
yeah.
All right. So the chain, is it completely gone or is it just detached from the post?
It's detached from the post.
All right.
So she was able to get the ring and break it.
Yeah, wasn't sure what might happen if I did it closer to your leg.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I feel like I was a little too close.
Scarlet's gonna stand up and go to Hugo and say, "All right, let's get out of here." And I'm gonna just kind
Yeah,
of
walk
start.
Is going
Uh,
anywhere.
Doesn't get a choice. Okay, let's go.
The
Let's get the fuck out of here.
standing at the stairway. Everybody, you know what? Well, you know what? I'll just say that he starts to talk, and you go give me a notice roll.
All right.
Let me set the difficulty. And a 6.
Mental notice, yes?
Yes.
Also a 6.
Okay. You can grasp a little bit of Roger's hump slopping down behind the guy. as he stands up and whips back his cloak, and the
Reveals Ponzi Tunic Man.
yes, none of you are going anywheres.
Oh, you could just try and stop me.
You fucking drama queen. Can you not just talk normally? First you're pretending to be a hunchback. Now you're trying. Then you're trying to talk sweet. Then hunchback. Now you're trying to talk dramatic. Make up your fucking mind.
Who is this asshole?
You know this one.
Yeah, right?
The
Okay,
way you're talking
actually,
kind of reminds me of Peacock.
at this point, Kassir and Scarlet,
Uh-huh.
both of you give me what would effectively be memory. So you know what? Let's make it
Choreographed
make it
dance. Got it.
two mental.
notice.
Actually just two mental. Roll two mental die.
I'm fine with that.
Did you already roll?
Yeah, I rolled. I said an N8 difficulty.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
15.
So, yep. Okay. Scarlet, you actually no. Scarlet would recognize him also. So both you remember the guy that when Kassir was first getting used to the wards, that she had caused him to fall.
Oh, the very first one.
Yeah, and then she saved him by slamming him into the second story books, and he had
I remember.
he had some broken bones. That's this guy.
The guy I sent to my doctor friend.
Oh, you fucker!
Oh, we've seen you before. God damn it!
Oh,
Could have gone so much simpler, but alas,
So
unfortunately,
what were you
most
actually
people-
after in me shop then?
So,
information.
what kind of information?
He wants to drain people of their power to make potions of power.
Oh, is
No.
this the asshole that's been draining your magic?
Yes.
No.
Mm.
What I want to do is to ensure that this area has proper magical protection. The only way to do
And you
that,
think that's you?
I think so. I think my plan will work perfectly and get me to the status where I could be a freeholding lord. They did it in Chicago. They can be done here.
How many people do you know?
Yeah.
this worked for?
Okay, we advanced the time a bit. Okay.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you, Christina.
How many people do you know has this worked for? They've become a lord. Do you know lots of lords? You don't, because that's ridiculous.
It worked for Marcone.
I mean, they still exist in England.
Oh,
It worked for Marcone in Chicago.
Oh no, it was then.
can we just leave now? Because I feel like
Well,
he's gonna
he's-
keep
Yeah,
talking.
you're not keeping us here.
He's actually standing in the doorway.
Right, I know. Yeah.
well, how Scarlet
Sarah's eyeing the distance to how she got in here.
Scarlet's gonna turn to Kassir. Look, I think we could take him. Let's just go through him and get the boys out of here, because clearly they need help.
Yeah. I mean,
You
you're
know
not wrong
what?
there.
Oh my god, they're bonding over male incompetence.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot
What else
this
would
guy
it be?
in the face with a super soaker. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
You're just shooting
Why
him
not?
in the face with
The
a
super
super soaker.
Just make sure the pressure is as good as I can give it, and just do it.
Okay,
Need
you
to
know
roll
what?
Shoot for a super soaker.
Yeah, go ahead, physical and shoot.
This is getting ridiculous.
Let me give you the difficulty level. Go
This
ahead.
is the greatest thing ever. You can do it. God damn it.
Oh, so close.
Oh, you're giving a
So,
silver gift there,
You
Andy.
didn't add
I was.
law enforcement to that.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is shooting, isn't it? Let me Roll another d8, and I got a silver. What does the silver do?
Polka die.
Polka die,
Ooh.
which is the gifted polka dies are d8s.
I will definitely save that polka die.
So that bumps your roll up to an 11.
All right.
You do hit him square in the face. And he stumbles backwards and
Just
seems
empty
to
the whole backpack.
and seems to
All
like,
rest of it.
he seems to like trip and fall backwards, but he then orders attack.
Oh, great.
As soon as I hear the attack, Hugo is rage charging. He has been locked up for 3 months. Like, this guy is finally within reach. Like, I can actually do something about this. I am rage charging his ass.
Okay. So you are
Choke him out with a chain you still have partially attached to you.
so you are charging up the stairs at him.
Yup.
Okay. So what I will say happens is that the second that he falls down, he yells attack. Other people start streaming into the room through that door.
What
So
kind of-
you're rage charging, so you will hit the first one. But yes, people are charging into the room. You see some people who are clearly homeless from the streets. Some people wearing University of Albany or
Oh,
College of
okay.
St. Rose sweatshirts, and they're obviously college students, or at least they are dressed like college students and the right age. And they're streaming in. So, you know what? I'm just going to say that you guys are more alert than they are, since they are mindless minions. So you always get initiative on them. So you always get the first shot. So, let me do this. 1d2. And okay. You get a you Albany person charging in first.
Or
What? Vort gets to do what he wants. What is Vort doing?
I literally want to go for the guy that has captured me. If I have to move past a minion or two to get there, that's my goal. Like, I'm not even bothering to stop and engage them. It's literally just shrug, go. Just trying to move my way through a crowd.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had we had the rights to Ballroom Blitz.
Right. This totally seems like that moment.
Yes.
That is what is running through my head right now. Okay, so Hugo, you are just trying to knock this guy out of your way, and this guy is trying to grab hold of you. All right, so D6 trick doesn't that complication is gone, because you obviously know it's Kazir now. You are still injured. And hang on, I got to do the. Oh man, that's not as nice. No, actually, it is still better. Okay, so this long-legged college student is trying to grab a hold of you as you try and rush past him.
Okay. Do I get to? Would it be move or fight to just because I'm not trying to fight him. I'm just trying to move past and go.
Actually, it would be fight.
Afraid you were gonna say that. I can still make that. Not quite there. Let me take a look here real quick. I need a 3 or better. Yeah, I'm gonna burn in my last hero point to throw in my polka die.
Okay, you actually would need I got 12, so you'd
Okay,
need a 5 or
4,
better.
4 or better. Don't I gotta just meet
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, you're right. Just meet me for this.
Damn it. Cursey Nuffle.
Okay. No, he's grabbed you. You're in a fight. What are the rest of you doing?
Scarlett's gonna run right in.
Okay.
She's gonna
Yeah.
just start throwing
Sarah's-
people up and trying to get Hugo to where he's wanting to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
run right in too.
All right. So you're gonna
Because Sarah reaches for the druid within again.
Okay. So you're gonna run up and
Love how
just
everybody
well,
just charges right in, and Casera's gonna be like, "I'll be here doing my thing.
you're gonna
Grow some plants.
You do that."
you're you're going to
Exactly what I'm
try
doing.
to pull the guy off of Hugo.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, and I have my knife out because the only thing that makes sense to Scarlet is to cut the bad guy, the main guy.
Okay.
She's ready.
Going full West Side Story now.
That's right.
Okay.
I plan on trying to half spear, half tackle one of the minions into another one, if I can.
Okay.
Try to take 2 out with one go.
All right. So okay. So Scarlet, you're going to go ahead and yank off this guy. So go ahead and give me a fight.
And that can be with my vampire, right?
Yes, that could be with your vampire. You've got to beat a 15.
Physical fight vampire. Let's see.
Again, Tom, you're more than welcome to roll lower.
Do you see that 16?
I know I am. And trust me, I do roll lower. There have been plenty of times when I roll lower, especially specifically when I'm a player in a role playing game.
Mm,
Now, would you
that
like to
doesn't
know?
count.
Do you like to know the percentage of time I spend as a player versus a GM? Oh. Um,
10%.
but if you watch Delve in the Cave, there was plenty of times I rolled really low. Okay, so Scarlet, you send that college student flying. Not a problem. So Hugo will be free next pass. Sydney, you're running up, intercepting a couple and trying to knock them into each other.
Right.
Okay, go ahead and give me let's see, what complication do you have now?
I
You
have
got
a D8 bruised,
Yep.
D6 no patience.
Okay.
So,
And a D8 bruised. And let's see. Yeah, I'm going to say the college students go through first. So, okay. So I have an 8.
all right. I think I'm gonna tap into one of my distinctions there.
Okay.
I don't think this is quite punching above my weight class yet, because I mean they're college kids. So,
Yeah, they're college kids. This is not punching above your weight
so
class.
I'm doing the other distinction.
At least these particular college kids are not punching above your weight
Ooh,
class.
a 1. That's always fun.
Yeah.
You said sarcastically.
Yeah, okay. That was the distinction we talked about earlier, wasn't it?
Yes, a 1.
Okay. All right.
Curious as to what this distinction is.
Okay.
So I
So
got 13.
yep, and I just rolled an 8, so you actually get a D8 polka die
Ooh.
for it. Scarlet, you've tossed one out. You have and you have confused 2. So um Sydney, you've got 2 of them knocked off to the side. Okay, Kazir, you are tapping into druid powers. What are you doing?
Yes. Okay. So the image brought to mind earlier in the night when I mentioned the bad idea, the whole, nature reclaiming things. We're gonna kind of do that.
No time like a bad idea.
Okay.
No time like the present. Yeah,
Oh.
this is go big or go home time. I'm not using a plot point, but I am going to stage up her druid to with a consequence.
Okay.
So I'll take a consequence to stage it up to a D12.
Okay, so you're gonna take a complication to okay.
Yeah. Complication, yeah, not a consequence.
Yep.
Wrong systems.
Um okay. So all right.
So I picture the stereotypical vine situation, thorny vines. Like an entangle spell, actually, but
okay.
slightly more targeted.
So you're basically going to just have
Grab
I mean,
all the baddies and just hold them, like, just go to sleep.
okay. You are going to cause everything to grow
Yeah.
and start entangling people.
Yeah. I can see
Okay.
no way this could go poorly.
Yeah,
And
no.
we're at the end of the night. This
Yeah.
could be the last thing we do tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
I cannot wait for this.
Okay. So guess what? You've got this in your mind, and you do have that other voice giving you suggestion.
Yeah, I
Um,
do, don't I?
yep, you do. So go ahead and give me a druid, your mental focus and druid and that extra D8.
Okay, and I'm staging my druid up to a D12.
Okay, so you know what?
So,
You can stage that D8 up to a D12 too.
oh dear.
Uh,
That actually kind of scares me, to be honest. Are you
Yes,
going to set
it
my
should.
Are you going to set my difficulty there, Tom?
yes, I'm setting the difficulty right here. Okay, so no, I can't, that's not right.
I should
Um,
have thought about this. I forgot about that whole thing that's going on. It's fine. It's fine. I've got it
That's
under
good.
control, guys. Nothing to worry about at all.
Why
How
would
many
any of
people
us
am I
worry?
going to accidentally kill?
okay, so let's see, 8 and 6,
14.
14, and I have a 1 if you need to want to state if you have you don't have any plot points that you want to use
I
probably at
have
this.
a plot point. I'm good. I'm fine with the overconfidence. It's fine. I've got this, guys. No problem.
Yep. Okay, so go ahead and
D12 and a D8.
well,
That is an
and
18, sir.
yes, it is. Okay. Um, what happens
That's my
is
complication.
you guys see um you guys see now okay, so while the floor and stuff was, the old style cobblestone flooring and everything like that, the walls and everything were still wood.
Right?
There were also metal posts and stuff like that. But basically around the door it was a wooden wall that this steel door was put into. So all of a sudden you see this door explode in new growth. as in,
Great.
or the frame around the door, explode in new growth. Shoots shoot out, uh, entangling things, shoot all the way to the other wall, and start pulling. Uh, you see those old wooden storage tanks where they for beer, or uh, where they would uh, mix. Actually, it was the mixing section for before they brewed the beer. Those old vats, one of which has your partner in it, or at least last you knew. You haven't heard from him in a couple months, so. Um, but those all sprout vines and everything, and the place just becomes thickened with them.
Do they have thorns?
They don't have thorns. These, nope. There is these particular ones. No, if if she used this on a tool handle that was made of hawthorn, yes, they would have thorns on them. But they're not. So
So no one's bleeding.
Yeah.
nobody's. Well, yeah, you don't know on the other
Internally,
side of the
maybe.
door. Yeah, you don't know if anybody's done. But at this point, like I said, it sprouts out and just you hear a creaking sound.
Oh, scheisse.
A creaking, cracking sound as if 100, 150, 200-year-old bricks are being broken.
There's nothing load bearing in here, right?
Yeah,
Only everything.
yeah,
That's not an after decision question. Kasser.
the wooden beams aren't the wooden beams that now are being pulled and shifted around. They're not load bearing at all. And everything else is being thick, and you can almost feel the building being flexed. Now, a newer structure being flexed, skyscrapers flex all the time.
Mhm.
Wooden houses flex. It's part of, you can feel the wind pushing them around. Brick structures that have sat since the 19th century, they don't flex that much. So, um, at that moment, you can, well, everybody but Hugo can feel some dust falling on their forehead, falling on their heads. Um, however, uh, Hugo, I will give you one more roll since they have cleared a path for you to get at that guy. Just let me set the complication. Let's see. Go ahead and give me a physical and fight.
Kasser is doing that?
No, Hugo is.
Hugo is. And
Oh,
God, no. I do everything I can to not roll physical skills.
Right.
my
I
physical
think
is
my
the
way out of
problem.
things.
My fight is the problem.
So I rolled a 6. You rolled a
5.
you rolled,
You rolled
a
you rolled an 8. I rolled a 5.
yeah. Okay, I rolled an 8. You rolled a 5. Okay, and a 1. All right. You go to grab him, but you're knocked into the side wall. You get a plot point, but you also stage up your injured to a D8.
Knocker.
And then you notice that all the cracking sounds, that the building is falling apart around you. And I think that's an excellent point to end it tonight.
yeah.
Sounds good.
When we return,
Yeah.
we'll be under a brewery.
Yes.
So I
It'll
would
be
say
fine.
Your complication, Ava,
Uh-huh.
for that, uh, I would say it's the fact that you've been influenced by that particular coin twice now,
Yeah.
and it's
That's gonna be a thorn in my ass.
No, not that coin. Different one.
yeah, that's a different coin. There is one that will be that does do that, but
Yes.
no, this one is not.
Oh man.
Uh,
So what die size would you say that is?
at this point, you're at a D8 to
Oh,
be so for deciding. See, this is the point at which now I can start to, you have to actually resist the urge to do certain things that you normally wouldn't have done. Whereas
Yay.
before it was easy enough. Now that little voice, hey, you can do some great things when you listen to it. Terrible things, to steal from J.K. Rowling,
Mhm.
but still great things when you listen to the coin.
Yeah.
I'm really glad Scarlett took the time to meditate a little bit because she would have
Mhm.
killed Kisser. Yep.
Probably.
You don't know I did nothing. Except the magic that's obvious.
Except, only
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And the declaration.
Except
that
fixing
I'll
my
be over
problem.
here making some druid stuff while y'all
What
run
else was I
through.
supposed to do? What else was I supposed to do? You
No,
want me to catch a bullet for you?
You
no,
probably could at this rate.
Right?
it. I will say, it definitely changed the fight from what
Yeah.
I intended to have it be.
You
I
mean
was
to tell me you did not plan for a super soaker to hit the main person in the face while
nope,
one of the players makes the entire building come alive?
nope.
I'm not gonna lie. The moment we got to this brewery, my mind was like, I wonder if I can tear it down with my druid powers. That was my first thought. When I saw this building, I was like, I'm gonna wreck it.
No, I had a ton of minions to throw at you guys. An unexhaustible amount of minions to throw at you
I
guys.
just baffed.
Yeah, and you just, bat them away.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man.
Yeah. You have to tune in next week and see if we're
Yep.
live.
Yep.
It'll be
We'll
fine.
see.
It'll be fine. I've
yeah,
got this, guys.
it,
I've
it's
got
kind it's kind of interesting because
Uh,
Ava was asking, "Hey, is there a death mechanic in this system?"
right.
Uh, just
We'll
literally,
find out.
just
Uh,
literally about, I would say about 2.5 hours ago, when we were
Nice.
getting ready to
Tune
start.
in next week and find
Uh,
out.
so that said, everybody, I talked plenty about the Kickstarter before, but go ahead and please, if you haven't looked at it, take a look at it. If you've been waiting on the fence, now is a great time to jump in. The This week at and we'll turn this at 8 o'clock on Thursday is our next stream, and it is our brand new Stormlord's Wrath uh, thing. And hopefully, there was some internet issues last week. Well, actually, the whole world kind of went a little the entire United States went a little crazy last week. So with weather and everything, so we're hoping for a smoother ride this week as far as tech goes. But it's a great story. And what is that? Babyface. Come and check out Babyface. That's what everybody's talking about. Uh, Friday night, Vort, you have something?
Yep. A friend of Remel Turtis, Opti, one of the founders of Gangs of the Undercity, will be going through a demo game with me of his new game, Gangs of the Undercity. We'll be using TTS to show it off.
Nice. That was fun. I mean, I can't say what it's like at this point, but I did an early play test of it like forever ago. And I'm
Yes,
looking
what
forward.
time is that
Lights
happening?
up.
That'll be Friday night. Should be 8 o'clock Central.
Okay.
Unless Opti has any other commitments that dictates a different start time.
No, his
try and
wife
keep
said
my
he's
ear to it.
available.
Now,
Well, there we go.
That is how
There you go.
marriage works in my experience too. So.
now, speaking of cliffhangers, Saturday morning, last Saturday morning, we had a cliffhanger in our Dungeons and Dragons Episodical 2 game, Episodical Campaign 2. They had just awoken the dragon of Icefire Peak. Now,
While they were fighting off other enemies at the same time.
yes.
Oh, I listened to that one.
Yep. Now that so that now would be a great time to come in and watch me use all the points that I accumulated to keep feeding the GM.
TBK.
Yeah. Yes, the dragon Dustin now lives, and I've seen the stats on it, and it should be a good fight, folks. And then, of course, Sunday night we've got the Light Clockwork stream at 7 o'clock, and that's a lot of fun. And they're back. We'll get to see if they what was it? Where are they in right now? Oh yeah, we get to see if they survive the abandoned warehouse they're in right now. They keep running into deadomancy, and it. So we ran a little long. Thanks everybody. Does anybody have anything else they want to announce, or are we all set?
Sounds good.
All right. Hey, have a good week, everybody, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
Yeah.